Sarah recounts her terrifying experience with a man she met on Bumble, who turned out to be a dangerous stalker. So I matched with this guy Alex on Bumble, and we'd been texting for about 2 weeks. He seemed absolutely perfect, funny, charming, and claimed to be a veterinarian who worked with rescue animals. Our conversations flowed effortlessly, and he remembered little details I'd mentioned. We decided to meet at the Copper Fox, a trendy cocktail bar downtown. I spent an embarrassing amount of time getting ready, finally settling on this new black jumpsuit that made me feel confident. I arrived 15 minutes early to calm my first date nerves, but the moment I see him sitting at the bar, something feels immediately off. In his photos, he had this perfectly scruffy beard and looked maybe 28 with kind eyes. The guy at the bar is completely clean-shaven, his face harder somehow, and looks at least 35. The bone structure is similar, but everything else feels wrong. "Hey, you must be Sarah," he says, standing up with an overly bright smile. His voice is deeper than on our phone calls, way deeper. During our conversations, his voice had been lighter, almost musical. This voice has a gravelly quality that makes my skin crawl. I sit down anyway, trying to convince myself I'm overthinking it. People can look different in photos, right? Maybe he'd shaved for our date, but then he orders for both of us without asking. 2 whiskey sours. I hate whiskey. I'd literally told him 3 days ago that I only drink wine or vodka, and he joked about being a wine connoisseur himself. "So how's your cat Whiskers doing?" he asks with this weird, knowing smile. My blood runs cold. I don't have a cat. I have a golden retriever named Bella, and I'd shown him probably 50 photos of her over the past 2 weeks. When I correct him, he laughs it off like he misspoke, but his eyes get this strange, calculating look. "Oh right, Bella, sorry, I'm thinking of someone else." Then he mentions how my apartment must get amazing morning light with those big windows facing east. I've never told him which direction my windows face, ever. "How do you know about my windows?" I ask, trying to keep my voice steady. "Didn't you post a photo of your coffee set up by the window?" he says quickly, sweat beading on his forehead. "You know, that cute little succulent garden you have on the sill?" But I know I've never posted anything like that. I barely use social media. The succulent detail really gets me, because I do have succulents on my windowsill, but there's no way he should know that. My hands start shaking when he casually mentions my neighbor's dog that barks every morning at exactly 7 a.m. That's terrifyingly specific, and I definitely never told him that. "I need another drink," I tell him, walking to the bar on unsteady legs. The bartender with pink hair immediately notices my expression. "You okay, hun?" she asks quietly. "I need an angel shot with lime," I whisper, praying this place knows the code I'd learned about on social media. Her entire demeanor changes instantly. "Absolutely. Let me get that for you right away," she says loudly, then leans in close. "Straight up, on the rocks, or with lime?" "With lime," I say, meaning I need an escort to my car. She signals to the bouncer, who starts walking over casually. Within minutes, they've created a plan. The bartender keeps Alex distracted at the front, while the bouncer escorts me out through the back exit to my car. 2 hours later, while I'm at home with all my locks checked and my dog pressed against my side, the police call me. They'd arrested Alex after the bar staff called them as a precaution. Turns out his real name was Marcus, and when they searched his car, they found a whole folder of printed photos of me. Photos of me entering my apartment building, taken from across the street. Photos of me walking my dog, completely unaware I was being watched. Most disturbing, photos taken through my bedroom window. Some were from over a month ago, long before we'd even matched. The cops discovered he'd been using a fake profile with stolen photos of the real Alex, an actual veterinarian from 2 states away. He'd been stalking me for weeks before we ever matched, learning my routines like he was studying for an exam. I still get chills thinking about what might have happened if I hadn't known about that angel shot system.